Ça va? Bien.
Please remain standing for the national anthem. Thank you very much. Thank you. You may be seated. Minister of Defense and Military Veterans, distinguished guests. May I then, at this point, request that we play a video to showcase. Before we play the video, may I ask the Deputy Minister of Defense and Military Veterans, General Retired Olomisa, to come and welcome all the guests. General.
Our Program Director, Honorable Minister of Defense and Military Veterans, Mrs. Angie Mosheka, Deputy Minister of Defense and Military Veterans, Richard Mkungo, the Premier of Gauteng, if he's here, Executive Mayor of Tshwane, and ministers and deputy ministers from various countries, ambassadors and high commissioners, members of parliament, Secretary for Defense, Dr. Tobekile Gamede, the Chief of the South African National Defense Force, General Apanya, members of the Plenary Defense Staff Council, permanent secretaries and secretaries of defense, visiting chiefs of defense forces, directors general and representatives of government departments and agencies, visiting chiefs of defense forces, captains of defense industries, members of the board of AMD, members of board of Arms Corps, members of the Diplomatic Corps, military and defense attaches, the media, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Minister of Defense in South Africa, Mrs. Angie Motshekga, it is with great honor and privilege to welcome you to the official opening of the 12th edition of the world-acclaimed Africa Aerospace and Defense. Your presence here reflects a powerful commitment to the future of global defense, peace, and security, and highlights the immense importance of international collaborations in these sectors. Gatherings of this nature are more than just an exhibition of technological advancements. They represent the collective abilities of countries across the world to come together, engage in meaningful dialogue, and explore pathways to ensure global stability. The simple act of gathering around the table to discuss strategic defense initiatives, peacekeeping missions, and global security efforts underscores the value of diplomacy in addressing multifaceted threats our nations face today. We are here not as warmongers, but as advocates for safety, sovereignty, and peace. A key focus of this year's AAD is the rapid technological evolution in modern defense. Traditional warfare has transformed drastically with the emergence of innovations such as drones, anti-drone technologies, and cyber defense systems. The inclusion of hubs like the drone hub, the energy hub, and the general aviation hub at AAD 24 reflects the necessity of staying ahead of the curve. Modern warfare is no longer limited to conventional equipment, but instead encompasses cutting-edge technologies that allow nations to safeguard their sovereignty in new ways. The focus on drone technology is particularly notable as it has redefined surveillance, border security, and combat operations. These advancements show that the countries gathered here are committed to exploiting and championing new avenues of defense that will enhance their capabilities. In terms of South Africa's position in the global defense industry, we proudly reaffirm our commitment to reclaiming our role as a leader in military technology. Historically, South Africa was renowned for producing world-class defense innovations, and we are working to restore that reputation through strategic investment and innovation. However, it is crucial to remember that our efforts must also focus on enhancing social security. This means ensuring that the economic benefits of advancements in the defense industry contribute to the upliftment of our people, particularly our youth and previously disadvantaged communities. Furthermore, the role of technology from other countries in addressing climate change and natural disasters is an important aspect we must consider. Many nations have developed advanced technologies designed to mitigate the impacts of these global challenges, such as early warning systems and disaster relief infrastructure. This highlights the significance of military produced equipment in rapid response scenarios. By adopting and leveraging technologies displayed at the AID, participating countries can better mitigate the devastating effects of climate change. In conclusion, as highlighted by our Honorable Minister of Defense during yesterday's press briefing, the Youth Development Program is a key initiative of AAD, underscoring our commitment to cultivating future talent in the aerospace and defense industries. In 2022, we engaged over 9,000 learners, and this year we anticipate that 12,000 learners from disadvantaged communities across all 9 provinces will benefit from this program. These participants will gain valuable insights and expertise from AAD 24. This program plays a crucial role in preparing the next generation for South Africa's defense sector, and supports broader national socio-economic development goals. Following the trade exhibition, we eagerly anticipate the highly celebrated public air show set to take place on the 21st and 22nd of September. With an expected attendance of over 60,000 spectators, this show will feature thrilling aerobatics and displays from a diverse array of aircrafts. This is yet another demonstration of the technological advancements and capabilities that will be on display. Finally, as South Africa celebrates Tourism Month this September, I invite all to take the opportunity to explore our beautiful country, immerse yourselves in our rich culture, and experience the hospitality that South Africa is renowned for. Welcome to AAD 2024, where innovations meet diplomacy and where peace is our primary objective. I thank you.
Honorable Minister Motshekga, leaders in government, military, diplomatic representatives, those more fully acknowledged by Deputy Minister Holomisa, ladies and gentlemen. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the capital city of the Republic of South Africa, and for our city to host this African Aerospace and Defence exhibition. This event draws thousands of visitors to our city and has been in past years and will continue to be a significant boost to the local economy. I can assure those responsible for the organization of this event that our city does not take this for granted. This event also showcases the latest developments in our aerospace and defense industry, very important to our city, and enables crucial collaboration across various sectors. Although this will not be the first event since the COVID-19 lockdown, it will certainly be the event in which exhibitors and the industries are back in full force, and we are very, very happy about that. This show and this event will be made all the more impressive for the constitutional process which has unfolded in this city in a peaceful and orderly manner earlier this year. The establishment of a government of national unity that has reaffirmed its commitment to constitutional democracy and the rule of law. I also want to say that we appreciate the investment by the organizers of this event in the young people of our city. The youth development program associated with this event has given young people from vulnerable and disadvantaged communities essential exposure to disciplines of science and technology, and we know these are the drivers of innovation, and which will enable us to break a cycle of intergenerational poverty and deprivation. And so we won't just be marveling at the show of innovation technology, we'll also be imagining a new, younger generation of people taking up the professions of engineering. The city of Tshwane is delighted on this sunny, marvelous day, and I know the traffic is bad, but that's a sign of interest in this event. But it is our delight to be associated with this event, and we look forward to enjoying this time with you and seeing what our country and our continent has to offer. Thank you very much.
summit which takes place here in our lovely city of Tshwane, which is our administrative capital in South Africa. This event is a unique biennial event which brings together defense industries from across the globe and is organized under the auspices of the Ministry of Defense by partners that include the South African Aerospace, Maritime and Defense Industries, AFD, the Armament Corporation of South Africa, AMSCO, the Commercial Aviation Association of South Africa, CASA. Indeed, Program Director, our government, the government of South Africa has over the years supported AAD, and a number of government departments has also supported this event, including the Department of Defense, the Department of Trade and Industry, the Department of Transport, and Program Director had a meeting with also the Minister of Police yesterday and said after Cabinet he's got to come and join us because indeed he will also benefit a lot from this exhibition. And also acknowledge enterprises such as AMSCO, which actively participate in ensuring the success of this event. We are proud as a department to be associated with such a phenomenal event, which brings together senior decision makers, industrialists and government officials representing aviation, maritime and land wards defense participants to this unique event. As the South African government, it is very important for us to participate in this exhibition because we value our relations with the South African defense industry, who are among the major stakeholders of this event. Domestic defense industry for us as government is a very important strategic asset, and our support to the industry, we believe, will ensure that we consolidate our self-reliance and maintain our strategic capability. The defense industry supplies the South African National Defense Force with locally made capabilities that serve a deeper level of industrial base. And these industries all fall squarely into our approach to broader skills development in our country and beyond. The AAT has become an integral event on the international security and defense calendar. As South Africa, we are justly proud to be among those countries willing and able to stage an international exhibition of this magnitude in our own soil. As a consolidated expo in which the defense-related sectors are shown alongside general and commercial aviation, AAD 2024 serves to stimulate important industry and economic activities. This event offers an unparalleled platform to reinforce and strengthen relations with international partners, promote and drive exports, and position South Africa as a destination of choice for both tourism and business. This exhibition for us is more than just a showcase. It is a vital conduit for job creation, for innovation, and economic empowerment. We are aware that a number of countries from across the globe that are present here today are leaders in the aerospace and defense technology and are noted for their innovative work and expertise. And I must emphasize that we are appreciative, we are very grateful, and we are humbled by your presence here.
Thank you very much, dignitaries. Much appreciated.
On the same page. They don't work too well.
Maar die was, ik weet niet van naast is wat was.
That's for sure. Hurry up and wait. Yeah. Yes.
He was a big player there for years, and he moved on recently, and now he's with
enhanced by yourselves and promoted. If you can answer at least to the defense.
Very well that it is the DTI document. However, within that document, for us, we're speaking to that. Believe you me, and there are hurdles with regards to the identified land I see, but currently that will move to us. There are plans, not to say we can at least look in terms of making that a special economic zone that comes with particular benefits for that particular segment in public, but there are plans that are happening currently, probably within the next financial.
This is what produces the wind. And the missile flies you can launch it from the helicopter, or you can launch it from the vehicle, or this one is more.
What we can also seek to acquire. These are very expensive, these equipments, extremely expensive, but we are serious about the defense of our country, and in order for us to upgrade our defense force, these are the types of innovations that we need to look at. So I walk away from here well informed. And I do wish the Minister of Finance was here so that he can see for himself.
Mr. President, just a last one from me.
Yes.
Big issue, the UN General Assembly, the issue for Africa to have the 2 permanent seats at the UN. I see issues of security, in the continent, very hot issues. Your reaction to that and the traction gained from even the Western countries like the US?
Well, we're heading now to the United Nations General Assembly, and we're heading there having done quite a lot of campaign work to get Africa to be accepted as a member of the Security Council. We're not yet there, but the concept is warming up to a number of countries around the world, and we do believe that a continent that has 1.4 billion inhabitants should be represented, and it's a real terrible anomaly at the moment that we are not represented, but we've been campaigning, and the concept is now being accepted. And of course, Africa continues to play through various countries on the continent important roles in peacekeeping missions around the world, not only on our continent. So we've got the capability, we've got the know-how, and Africa needs to be given its rightful place in the UN system and its various structures, more particularly the Security Council.
Mr. President, it's Heidi Jacobs from ENCA.
Hi.
I just want to ask you about your meeting yesterday regarding the NHI. How did it go, and will there be more meetings, and how soon is NHI going to be rolled out?
Well, we had a very good meeting with the Business Unity South Africa executives, and they presented their view on asking for continued engagement, and I said to them I'd like to hear what their proposals are. I just don't want to be engaging without any real proposal and possible solution that could come about. So I've asked them to work on a solution proposal, which they agreed that they will bring back to us. So we continue to engage, and we will see where that engagement leads. And they conceded that, of course, the law has been passed. I have signed the NHI Act. It's now an act of Parliament, and it now awaits implementation. There are quite a number of legal challenges, but we must welcome that there are South Africans who want to talk, and we can never say we're not prepared to talk. So I've said, if you want to talk, please bring proposals on how we can ensure that there's universal health coverage, and also bring proposals on how we can rid this country of health apartheid in the modern day South Africa, so that equality of health treatment should be available to all South Africans. So I said to them, be aware that those are the overriding principles that have led to the signing or promulgation of this act, and me signing it. And the National Health Insurance has been in the making for the longest time, was told about 20-25 years. But then again, we must also remember that it is the World Health Organization, and indeed the United Nations, that has said various countries should have universal health coverage. So that is what we are now doing. And I continue to urge those who may be opposed to the National Health Insurance to remember that we are not mad. We are not acting out of turn. This is a global sort of advice that we are following. But at the same time, I have said we are prepared to listen to workable proposals that can be put on the table. And if there can be workable proposals, well and good, we'll look at them. And if there aren't any, then of course the NHI is now an act of Parliament, and implementation must then proceed. So in many ways, I tossed the ball back into their hands. And I said, well, bring me whatever proposal you want to. And I didn't give them a time frame, but they know that everything is urgent now, because it is now the law of the land.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you,
so
Mr.
much,
President.
Mr.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
very much.
What do you know about bombs? Hey?
Thanks, guys.
Vehicle that's just in the outside of the store, top.
Okay. Seriously. Nous venons d'abord sur base d'une invitation. Ok, le directeur général d'Afridex, l'Africaine d'Explosifs, dont je dirige, a été invité par Amscor pour que nous puissions visiter cette exposition que nous connaissons parce que nous avons déjà visité ça bien avant aussi. Mais l'intérêt aujourd'hui, c'est que nous puissions voir les différentes expositions et les différentes possibilités de pouvoir entrer en contact avec les producteurs de différents matériels qui peuvent nous intéresser, nous, pour la production, non pour l'acquisition, mais pour la production, c'est-à-dire nous pouvons nouer les relations de partenariat avec certaines maisons sud-africaines qui produisent des armes et d'autres matériels, et d'autres qui viennent d'ailleurs et s'ils sont intéressés, et dans la mesure du possible, avec l'accord de notre hiérarchie, nous pouvons nouer des relations pour que nous puissions en produire chez nous aussi, en République démocratique du Congo. Merci. Merci beaucoup.
ngale imnyama kanjani bo? Ngale imnyama kanjani?
Hayi, bye.
Allô? Oui, allô? Transworld. Yeah.
I'm not sure about 50, but it weighs something like 300 something kgs. So in the field, you gym with it. Okay, I'm not kidding, it's really heavy, guys. Right, this is the base plate because the vehicle is heavy. It weighs a total of 16 metric tons when it's empty, but 1,000 kgs. So 18,000 kgs. You see a lot of words, so we say 18 metric tons. Cut it short. Nice. Okay, you guys should know this. Uku food, digging, we're digging bar. We dig with it. If we need to dig more trenches, assisted by our spades. And the shovels, and this here are the big handles. Here's the big and X. And then here, we have also saw to cut some trees. Right up, the side is for the communication. Now this thing here is called a headset. When it's like this whole 3 pieces for one headset. The headset on top, the curly cord chest box on the chest, and then the curly cord from the chest box into your radio for you to have communication with the other vehicle outside, with your commander at the back, the commander to send you his higher HQ at home during contact phase. Right, now the flags, all of you should know flags, right? Let's check. Oh, I have green. What does the green mean? When you cross the road, it's go, ne? Right, when this guy is firing static, they will hoist the green flag after firing, meaning it's safe to approach the car, bring more ammunition. Right? Red. What do you understand by red? Stop and danger, ne? Meaning when this guy is firing, he's a gunner, by the way. When he is firing, you will hoist the red flag. It means do not approach that vehicle, ne? Bombardment is taking place. Right? Oh. And then there's a yellow one. What does yellow mean? Be
careful.
Yes, be careful, okay? He was firing, the red one was up, now the red one is down, the yellow one is up, but no one is approaching. Why? Because he's facing a stoppage. The gun is jammed. You understand? You don't want to get a jammed gun in contact because incoming fire right of way, but you cannot run away from your gun because that's jammed. You need to fix the stoppage. You will hoist the yellow flag. Then we have this one. All of you should know this one. If you get it wrong, you're all gonna give me one push-up at least, and a proper one. What flag is this? With the red cross? No, it's not that country you're thinking. What flag is it? There is a country, by the way, such a flag. What flag is this? Some of the soldiers have it here on the right, then this side is the country's flag. But what flag is this? Where do you see it most? Ambulance, okay? Now that's one, when this guy's firing, the gunners gave him a problem. He didn't do his drills properly because these things are always safe. He cut off his finger, whatsoever he will hoist. That's one. Now the medics will come rushing to his aid to come and help him. Right? Then we have the black flag. I want to ask you what does black mean because you're associated with bad things. Yes, it's for bad stuff. When the vehicle is broken, you hoist the black ICV. Then the TSC personnel, the toughies we call them, when they drive in a convoy, they're not going to stop at every car that I stop because my platoon is 4 vehicles. I want to take a shot on, a break, so that we can eat and drink water.
I don't hoist the flag, I just stop next to the road. So those guys won't stop and I say, car bro, no. They just drive past till they find one car with a black flag. Then you know, yep, that's our car. Bob's your uncle, that's the car we must fix.
Est-ce qu'on cancelle lagi non? Ok.
Supported by a second Augusta and 2 BK helicopters. The next event will be a simulated combat search and rescue mission, simulating a downed helicopter to be rescued by the combat search and rescue package, as well as the members on board of these aircraft that will search or serve as the search team. The search team commander is Captain Leon Albin. He is from 500 Squadron. They are our para-rescue jumpers. They will be providing...
The fighter pilots will fly in pairs in order to provide mutual support to each other, as well as increasing their survivability in hostile environments. The pair is led by the flight leader, and number 2 is flown by the wingman. Both fighter pilots perform the same role, but can attack different targets in the attack. An interesting fact is that the type of the attack done is decided by what the land forces require. Rangers are now in for the gun run with the intention of securing the area.
Okay, die down pilots are available both 1-0.
Infantry aircraft is now flying in from south to north to land to do the simulated combat search and rescue. Ground forces withdrawing and the simulated aircraft shutdown will now be landing. For the search and rescue of these downed pilots, they will be supported by a dedicated combat search and rescue force grouping. You can also take note that up high to your west is the 2 Hawk aircraft that will take up a CAP, a close combat air patrol, to support the rescue of the downed pilots. all the helicopters and moving you. The search team has now taken all around the thing, around the pilot.
No. Ora voyons ce numéro che oggi mi demanda se c'è soldato della polizia.
And yourself, sir?
Thank you.
I hope you'll be joining us for lunch outside.
Yes. Anyway.
It will be our pleasure, and I'll come have a seat with you now. Thank you. Start, and I'll come now.